let's say an overview about the Seoul National University. So, Korea is one of the four tigers in the Asia, so including Thailand, Singapore, and Japan. So, one of my professors, being Colegio ng Taban, told me that parents here in the Philippines send their children to school to prepare or to prepare their child to work for the company. While in other countries like Japan and Korea, parents send their child to prepare them to own a company. So see the difference. It hurts, but if we help together as teachers, we can build a nation that is more productive and competitive to other countries like the four tigers in the Asia. So while we're running the national General Serio Memorial National High School in Rodriguez Rizal is one of the oldest secondary public in Rodriguez Rizal. So Jeronimo Serio, General Serio Memorial National High School is one of the producers of productive students and productive citizens as well in Rodriguez Rizal. So there are graduates students in General Serio Memorial National High School that has been employed in other countries like Singapore. So graduated in Colegio ng Taban, yung nag-aaral. So may tutulong siya ngayon sa Singapore. So for the FS1, learners development and environment. Findings. Please focus on the behavior of the learners in the actual learning environment. So, what schools has focused on the behavior of the learners itself. So, campus facilities and instructional materials has a big role in providing and giving effective learning for the students. So, in the rapidly evolving environment, where skills and capabilities is one of the factors to be employed or to be hired in the company. So, dapat ma-meet natin yung standards ng mga employers. Being able to meet the standards of the employers, we must consider the factors. So, it is focused on how students will adapt with their own differences and own learning styles. General Serio Memorial National High School is a developing public school. Therefore, some of the resources are not enough to sustain the maximum participation of the students. So, we all have known that public schools here in the Philippines struggling when it comes to the technological advancement. So, meron tayo, pero hindi sapat. Pero nakakasunod tayo. So, for one computer, we shared 3 students shared for one computer. So imagine that. So yung patience ng students magantay para sa susunod na activity, napakatagal. So we therefore conclude that the students here in the Philippines has the longest patience. Recommendations. Make a necessary action to uplift the status in General Serio Memorial National High School. In that way, their students will be more motivated to study and more effective. Continue for being resourceful in providing the needs of the students and able to meet the set standards, adapt to the existing facilities, and improve it by innovating and beautifying their learning environment to become more conducive for the learners. So if we don't have enough facilities and equipment in the school, what are going to do teachers? So we need to become creative and resourceful and able for that to meet the needs of the students. Kahit sabihin mo, hindi sapat yung nagawa mo. Kahit sabihin mo, yung technology for example, na-observe ko sa Jeronimo na yung isang teacher gumamit na instead of using whiteboard, gumawa ng card. So imagine that. So next please. So National University continue to become globally competitive and improve the qualities of teaching by using the resources in the right way. Be responsible in instructing students that too much technologies will harm to their health. Next slide please. FS findings. We found out that quick study tool is much more engaging higher order thinking skills or higher thinking process skills. This is designed to identify the teaching and learning process of the teachers and students. So both schools or SAU and Melonico and the Southerners. Next slide please. So conclusion. Therefore, we therefore conclude that quick study to provide opportunities to determine and connect teaching learning theories, and this is made to help witness the teacher and students interactive, meaningful, exciting, and enjoyable discussion. Teacher help students to identify their own strengths and weaknesses. So alam na natin yun, as teachers, we find ways pang video na. So next, recommendations. Teachers should understand that every learner has their own way of gaining and analyzing knowledge. So multiple intelligences and diversities of the students. It is very important to determine students' own style of acquiring knowledge so that teachers could think of strategies to use in a heterogeneous style of students. Teachers should know how to motivate and arouse the attention of these students. Learners should work cooperatively with teachers to establish a good and effective teaching and learning process. So next please. FSB, technology in the teaching environment, learning environment. So findings. Applying technology in teaching practices will help the students to learn and explore more. So additional to that statement, in able to easily learning and teaching processes, we need to apply those technologies in the right way. So we must consider the factors, for instances, yung radiation of the computer, yun nga, mga gadgets, kaya yung cellphone, yung accessibility nila sa yung internet. So dapat tingnan. Technology is a big part of developing students and skill and knowledge. Learning outcomes depends on the teaching aids used. Conclusion. So both SNU and General Reserve and National High School, technology is very essential in catering learners' abilities and crafting the different learning curriculum of the students. Aside from that, it is also boost their interest as well as their motivation when they have plenty of technological learning materials to be used in crafting their inner skills and talents, which can be useful in the future of their career path. So employers look for the proficient in computers. So we need to teach our students to become computer literate, to become a computer literate. So recommendation, cooperate with the local government to provide a step in solving problems in terms of lacking of materials in the school. So sabi nung nakalaang speaker na ang sakit ng debit dito ay lack. So lack of motivation of materials, lack of resources. So, and for the teachers who not mastered in using advanced technology, about training seminars and workshop enabled to adapt in a rapidly evolving environment. So, next slide please. Exploring the curriculum. Findings. The strengths of the curriculum at the General Reserve Memorial National High School were all linked on its recommended curriculum development, which valued the importance of essentialism, which the teachers as well as the school administrations will impose that is good and the norms to the students, addressing the students' need, whether psychological or physiological, were also anchored by the school's curriculum to attain their goal. The school curriculum also focusing on students' development by ensuring that all of its foundations will provide an extensive outcome in the near future that will benefit to their students. So aside from that, curriculum at Seoul National University was relied on its social foundation by having collaboration and influence to other schools. It gives the school a sort of adjustment and balancing the pros and cons of the curriculum. So some researchers said that in Korea, most of the students committing suicide because of having hard time in studying. So imagine, binuno mo yung taon mo, ilang taon, then you will not pass to the university. So they commit suicide because of that. And dito, mag-fail man tayo, so we need to strive more. So as a teachers, we need to help students to update. Next slide. Conclusion. The amount of support by this curriculum foundation at General Memorial National High School and its Seoul National University was found in all areas of the school, including major support and new system. At the start of the curriculum, there are always be a new adjustment. So the extensive efforts will give the effective curricular foundation at this school. Next slide, please. Recommendations. The curriculum objectives in general, GLG, and S should perform a variety of learning outcomes that is designed to meet the academic needs of the learners. Adopting a new teaching methodologies is necessary in which is designed perfectly. In addition to the objectives of the curriculum is to provide development in real-life situations and experiencing the lesson through application. Next. FS5. Students' learning increase when they struggle with meaning tasks in context. Students show not only what they know, but also how they use and apply information skills. It demonstrated what students know in ways that encompass their personal learning style and multiple intelligence. So, assessment of learning strategies or assessment of learning is very important, or it is the vital component in teaching learning process because it measures the capabilities and abilities of the students to it measures the ability of the students or students' knowledge. Next slide, please. Conclusions. We therefore conclude that implementing various assessments can provide reference group measures. General Memorial National High School and Seoul National University uses effective assessments that offers the special features of their own curriculum. Next slide. We humbly recommend that the following in light of the findings in conclusion. Since South Korea's curriculum is focused in the acquisition of English proficiency, it is better to have a meaningful assessment that will measure their capability in speaking the same language. For General Memorial National High School, continue for being resourceful and using different assessment and coordinate with the local government. Next slide, please. FS6. The teachers met the requirements on the competencies of the national standard for teacher. Knowledge of the other countries' teachers' competencies and requirements as professionals. Teacher has a great role in the community. Based on the findings, the researchers therefore conclude teachers met the requirements of being a good and competent teacher. Education has contributed to the growth of Korea's democratic government, and educators in the Philippines also contributed more in producing professionals. So without teachers, no professionals here in the Philippines will exist, like president and other professions. Thank you, and God bless.